Welcome to another video in the series of deploying secure production-ready VPS Ubuntu 20.04 LTS server. In this section of the video, I am going to work with the VPS from command line. If you are already familiar with command line, then you can skip this section of video and can jump to the next section where I am discussing adding or deleting the user and file permissions. Let's log into the VPS. SSHYIT my server IP address, and here I am. Did you notice that there are some updates which are supposed to be installed, but as the time passes by these numbers will change. Do not worry, now I will upload another video in detail for server update and maintenance. Okay, clear the screen, Ctrl L and hit enter. You can see that we have landed into the home directory after login using the YIT user. See the prompt, we have username, then @ sign, then server name or IP address is currently labeled as localhost. Then we have a colon, and then finally it is showing your current location, means your current directory in the system. This tilde sign is another way to mention the home directory. To find the home directory, I will execute the command pwd, which stands for print working directory. And there you go. This is my working directory /home/YIT. Let's navigate to top level by executing cd // and here we are. I am at the top level of my directory structure in the server. Notice my prompt is changed from tilde to slash. Let's examine the directory structure. ls, you see there are folders only but no file. From here let's go to etc directory, cd etc. Very critical, important, or you can say one of the core directories on the server, which holds configurations of different applications, processes, and even for the server. Okay, we are inside etc. Let's see what we have in etc directory. ls and hit enter. See, the screen is fully printed. First of all, let's make life little easier by executing ls -l and hit enter. See, with the help of -l flag, directory content is shown in long format. Another variation of this command is ls -l $more. This command says that do not print everything on the screen, rather send the output to another program called more. This more command displays the information in page by page fashion. If you look at the top, the very first line says total 840. This number could be different on your server, and this means there are 840 items or things to look after. See this directory named alternatives, and at the far left of that line we can see drwxr-xr-x and some more characters. The D means it's a directory, other everything after D from RW till -X are permissions for that particular directory. So the first three after the D, RWX, stands for read, write and execute permissions. And these permissions apply to whoever owns that file. As we can see, the owner of this file is directory, in this case can read from it. The next three apply to the group. Anyone belongs to the group owns this file, and in our case this belongs to root group. The user root, the group root. The group can read from it but not write to it, and they can execute, and you have to be able to execute directory, otherwise you can't get into it at all. The last three apply to anyone who is not the owner and not a member of the group, which means anyone who is not root user and not a member of root group. Ignore this number at the moment. Then the root is the owner, the next root is the group. Then we have the size of the file, which is 4096, which is a default for the directory. Then when it was last modified or created and the name of the file. Okay, to go to the next page, hit enter. You can do this as long as it is required. When you are done and want to come out of this command, simply execute Ctrl C and you will be in the command prompt. Verify our location by executing pwd. In case if you want to navigate back to your home directory, then cd There you go. Please note, you only own home directory. Here you can create files and directories as required. Also, you can update them or delete them in case they are not required. Let's try creating a new directory, docs. Here in my home directory, I will use command mkdir docs. Let's check the new directory, ls, and our directory is available. Now let's just delete the docs directory we have just created, rmdir docs. Now if I do ls, it's gone. Remember, Linux systems rarely raises warnings. You need to take extra care while executing commands because it's easy to make a mistake. This is one of the benefits of using sudo command because it forces to stop and think about what you are going to execute. Let me create the docs folder again, and inside docs folder let me create another folder, finance. So mkdir docs, hit enter, cd docs, again hit enter. Now again execute mkdir finance, hit enter, and now let's check our directory, ls. This is my finance folder. Let me clear the screen. Now let me try to delete this docs directory. rmdir docs. The Ubuntu server operating system is not allowing me to delete this directory because this directory is not empty. Actually, this check is for safety reason so that we can be sure what we are doing. To accomplish our goal of deleting the docs directory, including whatever content it carries, use rm-rf. rm means remove, -r means recursively delete the directory including the directory content, and f means force, means do not do any check, simply delete straight away. Let's hit enter. Okay, so far we have seen few commands such as Ctrl L to clear the screen, ls to list the directory content, cd to change the directory, mkdir to create a new directory, rmdir to delete or remove an empty directory, rm-rf to delete, remove non-empty directory by force. Up till here we are going fine. However, in real world we need to create, modify, delete files, which we will look in the same video after a while. In the next section we will look at permissions, who can access what. We will be creating users, deleting users, and we will see if a user can change another user's files. In this section of the video, we will add a new user and then we will delete that user. Also, this is a good way to introduce file ownership and file permissions. Let's go to the home directory, cd /home. Hit enter. Now I will check the content of this directory by executing ls command. See, there are two home directories and these directories belongs to non-root users account, which are yit and temp1, which is fine. I am sure at this point you might be thinking, where are the root users account files, because you can't see root users directory here. Well, yes, root is a super user, cd / then ls, and here is root where files related to root user are stored. Okay, let's go and add a new user. Sudo add user yit student. It is asking yit password, which is normal because we are using sudo command. So enter your password and hit enter. Now it is asking password for the new user. So enter the password for the new user and hit enter once again. I will keep all the information as default and enter Y to confirm that all the information is correct, and once again I will hit enter. Let us check if the user is created. cd space /home, hit the enter key. Let's clear the screen by pressing Ctrl L. Now execute the command ls. There you go. We can see that YIT student got the home folder. Now let me navigate to my home folder and create a text file inside my folder. cd space YIT. Let me create a text file in my home folder using echo command. Echo hi everyone. This command will print the text on the screen. Now let's create the file echo hi everyone > mytext.txt. Hit enter. Now check the file by executing ls command, and there you go. We have a file called mytext.txt. To write back the content of this file on the screen, I will use another command, cat -m, then press the tab key for auto completion. There you go. Content from the text file is printed on the screen. Let us clear the screen. Ctrl L, then ls -l or -l. You will see my text.txt is owned by YIT user and by the YIT group. Because I am the owner, I can read, write, but I can't execute it, which is fine. You cannot execute a text file. Anyone who is part of YIT group can read and write, but all other can only read it. Let me switch the user or become another user using another command su. su space dash space YIT student. Now this command says become YIT student and also adopt its default permissions and settings. Now hit the enter key. It is asking for password. Provide the password of YIT student user. See, the prompt has changed from YIT to YIT student. Now let's check our location. pwd. See, I'm in YIT student home directory, which is our default location when you log in. Let me go one level up to YIT home directory. cd space /YIT. Can I execute ls? Let's check. ls. Yes, I am able to execute ls command. Let me try to cat the file. Cat mytext.txt. See, I can cat mytext.txt because I have read permissions as shown above. Let me try to overwrite this file. Echo file changes mytext.txt. There you go. It didn't allow me to change this file as I do not have write permissions. Let me try to create a new file in this directory. Echo new text myNewText.txt. Again, see permissions problem. It didn't allow me to create new file also. Let's see the permissions. ls-l. I only have read access and I can't write to this folder. Let's navigate back up one level and examine. cd space .. hit enter. ls-l. You will see that everyone's home folder is owned by the user that the folder belongs to. This is fine because I want my files to belong to me and YIT student files belongs to him. I have cleared the screen. Great, we are going good. Now let us delete this newly created user. I'm exiting. This will not log me out. It will take me back to YIT user from where I used the su command. Let's clear the screen. I am back to YIT. Please note, to delete a user, you must have root privileges. So to delete this user, execute this command: sudo space userdel space username, which is YIT student, and hit enter. I have cleared the screen. YIT student is deleted successfully and no more part of the system. But if I navigate to the home directory, cd space dot dot slash home, then ls dash l, YIT student home directory still exists. This is by design. There is a possibility that you might need this user's files after deleting the user. Let's try to delete YIT student folder. Sudo space rmdir space YIT student. We got the error, the directory is not empty. Let's check what is in the directory. cd YIT student ls. Oh, nothing is there, but in reality there are some system generated files available in this directory for this user, and these files are hidden. To see these hidden files, let's try ls -la. Now I can see these hidden files. The bash logout, the bash rc, and the profile etc. files are there. Actually, these files are used for user specific configurations like terminal prompt, settings, etc. To delete this directory, sudo space rm space -rf space YIT student. And now all traces of YIT student are gone. Well, that's how you add or delete a user. In the next video, I am going to discuss file ownership and file permissions.